Hi y'all, my name is gcelzner and I'm going to be showing you around oxfordart Online. So oxfordart Online is a gateway to Grove Dictionary of Art and Ben's Dictionary of Artists, and I might have mispronounced that. But anyway, it's essentially two databases into one. oxfordart Online contains 30,000 signed and peer-reviewed articles contributed by nearly 7,000 international scholars, as well as 20,000 biographies, 7,000 searchable images, provided by reputable organizations, and 40,000 editorially selected image links to museums and galleries. This database is geared towards scholars and students, especially those studying art history, and this is actually clearly stated on their website, right in their About page. The Ben's Dictionary of Artists, on the other hand, focuses specifically on artists' biographies and histories, including their collections, the artist's actual signatures, displays and sales of their work. It's constantly updated to include new contemporary artists and correct or add additional information to already existing artists in the database. Because it includes detailed history of artist works, it's not only geared towards students and scholars, but also museums, galleries, and auction houses as well. I selected oxfordart Online because of my interest in art and as a bit of an extension in comparison to assignment 1, where my presentation was focused on another art database, Artstore. oxfordart Online is not as image heavy as Artstore, although it does include images, and it offers a lot more detailed material, which made me interested in seeing how the search options here would be different from Artstore. So let's begin. Right on the home page, you can choose to browse through different featured collections, or just read news. Right up here, we have our browse menu, and we can browse through field, medium, era, region, place type, and what is interesting here is occupation. So you can look by artist, architect, designer, patron, collector, or dealer, publisher, or printer, writer, or scholar. And again, I think this kind of touches upon who this database is geared towards, or who other than students can use the database for information. We can search in the search box or through the advanced search, but essentially it'll take us to the same place. So if we click on advanced search, we'll go on to our results page, and right on the left hand side we'll see our advanced search, and we can narrow this down or look by all of these options, and we can add a term popping up our Boolean terms or operators. We can do the same thing if we were to search a term, and I already searched some, so I'm going to pick Leonardo da Vinci, and we'll essentially come to the same kind of page with the results, and on the left hand corner here we'll see a modify your search, which is the same as advanced search, and we can pick the same options and add the Boolean terms. Now to look at our results, right on the right hand corner here we have a little disk, and this is to save the search you're doing. However, you do need a personal profile. We can look up our term in the Dictionary of Oxford Art Terms, Encyclopedia, and Oxford Companion to Western Art. And if we click on this, we'll see here Leonardo da Vinci is available in the Encyclopedia and Companion to Western Art, but then we'll notice another result here that doesn't say Leonardo da Vinci. So what happens in this database is when you search for a term, it will not only give you information about that specific term. So for example, we're not only going to get information about Leonardo da Vinci and his work, but we're also going to get information maybe on artists who worked with Leonardo da Vinci, or students of Leonardo da Vinci, and it might be an article on them, and Leonardo da Vinci's name might be in the article. So that's something that I think might be a bit confusing to somebody who's starting out in the database, because you do get that additional information. So if you are a student, however, of art history, and you know precisely what you're looking for, it might not be that confusing, because you do have all of your search options here on the left where you can narrow down exactly what you're looking for, so there's no confusion. So you can search by article or image, and these are the two formats of the available in these databases. So you'll see it here, article or image. Type, place type, collection, life event, which I thought was interesting, field, medium, era, region, occupation, publication date of the articles, and availability. So as you can see, we have these little locks here that are either green or red, and it'll tell us if we're restricted or not to open the result. So these are red. So if we go ahead and look at our actual results, as I said before, we can see it's an article, when it was published, what collection it is in, and a little bit of information here. If we click on it, if it's unlocked, it'll take us to a page like this, where we can actually read the article. And instead of scrolling up and down, we can click on one of these options here, and it'll take us right to what we want to read. Here we can see when it was published, when it was revised. We can also click on images, and this will give us all the images within the article, and we can actually click to learn more about the images. Excuse me. We have the options here to open the file as a PDF, to save it, to cite it, email it, or share it. And on the left-hand side here, we can click more on this topic, and we'll get more information within the database on our topic or our search term. External resources, which will take us out of this website and onto other websites with a lot of more information on our topic. And abbreviations. Excuse me, sorry, I'm a little sick. So abbreviations goes over the abbreviations in the article and explains what they are. So that is pretty neat. So that is about it for oxfordart. Just to show you on our little lock here that we don't get the full information, we just get a little extract from it, but not the full thing because we don't have access. If we were to click on an image, we get a bit of information on the image and where it is found, so we can click on here and it'll take us to the Metropolitan Museum of Art website, and we can learn more about the image itself. So that's it for oxfordart Online. It's a pretty detailed database, offers articles and images, a lot of additional information. It might be confusing because it offers information outside of our search term. So it's definitely a database, I think, where you would need to know how to narrow down what you're looking for in order to get the best results. Thank you.